guys, this is episode 4 of Adventures in Minecraft. It's been somewhat of a short while since I've made an episode here, and basically there's been quite some change in the world of Minecraft since I last made an episode. It's been 5 days since I uploaded a video, I believe, so I mean I thought it was pretty much well overdue that I release an episode, you know, and keep you up to date with what's going on in both the Let's Play world, and also to put a video out there, since a lot of you have been commenting very recently on things, you know, past 3 episodes and stuff like that, and so on and so forth. So I thought I'd keep the viewership going. Just to talk briefly before I get into the video and the few topics that I have to talk about with you today. I've changed pretty much most things in the world. If you remember, when I first got into this cave, I've got my little setup area over there, the overworld, and it's night time, so I guess I'll go to sleep. The overworld, well, we're very much in the overworld, so to speak, and there's a zombie somewhere around here. But yeah, there's the overworld up there is pretty much still the same as the last episode. Not much change, apart from a few cave explorations, which I may dig into later on in the episode, but not guaranteed. So we've got a little bit of architecture going on here. Got ethos style, so to speak. Wood logs with fences on top. I decided to put dark wood, birch wood planks around the outside, and then go for the grass on the inside, simply because I think birch wood gives a very nice border feel. It's very good to contrast between wood blocks and so on, and I've used it in a few decorative outlines, not so much as main blocks, just decorative, and it seems to work pretty nice. And then I've got the entrance that was already here, forgive me there, sorry, and if we take the staircase down, which pretty much just turns straight away down and then into this area, oh, a little bit of frame rate there, apologies, not sure what was causing that, and then we've got, of course, this used to be the main tree area. Give me a moment, let me just see if these mobs are, I have a feeling what that might be. So, I mean, I guess I'll leave talking about that and I'll go and turn this farm off. So, what I've got down here is a new device that I've put together. I mean, it pretty much disrupts what I was going to talk about over there, but so if we turn that off, that should turn all the lights in the spawning room on. And what this is I think it's a skeleton spawner. Basically, I was looking for tutorials on YouTube, and you know how to turn them into mob farms, XP grinders. I mean, because the last time I made one may have been some time between Minecraft 1.7 and you know, Minecraft Beta 1.7.3 and 1.8, I believe. So quite some time ago, things have changed, devices, so on and so forth. And this basically is a little redstone signal that if I take you up on top of here, as you can see, there's redstone lamps. Underneath is the spawning room, a 7x7, and basically this is to control the spawning rates. This will turn it completely off. I mean, I guess I can mess around with redstone to the point where only half the lights were on, so slower spawning rates, although that'd be, I mean, that would be purely for aesthetics, you know, this thing's either on or off. So I guess I've either got too much on my hard drive at the moment in terms of storage, or the recording while having mobs this turned on pardon me, while having this turned on could cause somewhat lag. So I guess we'll leave this off for now, but this is pretty much the way that I control my mob spawning underneath. The only problem I have is not this redstone repeater, it's this one. When you turn it off, sorry, when you turn the signal off, this one will stay lit, so it'll still have an output. So I think I've got to mess around a bit with that and see how that works out. Not sure why it's particularly staying on, although I guess I'll do some research, and it's pretty easy to figure out. I mean, I could replace it with wire, there's no reason for that. I'm not sure. I think I added that for a delay. Yeah, very much so. I added that so that the redstone, because there's only so many blocks that redstone can travel up a certain path. So I added that so the signal would stay powered up here. So I guess let me show you, for example, what I'm talking about, just so that you can get a brief idea. So this spawner should be on now, lights should be off. As you can see, the redstone signal is still going. This is very much still powered on, and the same with this one, and all the lights are still on. So at the moment, unless I remove this, it's broken. So yeah, that spawner makes a huge difference to the FPS. For some reason, it's been somewhat a little bit different. So I'm going to go ahead and cut a few of these blocks out and change the way that this is laid out, and I guess I'll do a little bit of a transition as to when I've completed the redstone and it's fully working. So I'll see you in a minute. And I think we're just about complete. I think I might have to kill a few mobs down here just to get rid of the frame rate. You can see they stack up fairly quickly. I think I may or may not off camera have to introduce the idea that I was talking about controlled spawn rates, because at the moment I think the spawn room is considerably too big. I mean, it's a 7x7, so I mean, I've never experienced spawn rates where in a few minutes you can get something such as that. I mean, that wasn't, between the time that I've just returned this on and started recording, it hasn't even been a couple of minutes, and already, I mean, when I'm not recording, I guess it doesn't make such a difference, although I can already see little bits here and there, frame rate starting to drop. So I've got this fixed now. It turns out that the redstone repeater, of course this one in my hand, was not needed after all. Oh, and we got some enchanted boots off that. Protection 2 and for the falling 2. So which chest is it? There we go. I've also a protection 2 leather tunic and a leather cap. I'm not sure if mobs drop any iron armor. Iron armor. I think that's only skeletons. But this is pretty much the yield that I've got so far. Quite a few bows. Another one there. I've got my main one with power 4 on that I used an enchanted book on. Get rid of that, and then just make things a little bit more organised. So yeah, I got some redstone just in case I needed it from the base. But I got this fixed now. So down equals offline. So the spawner's offline, off, I guess you could say. But I'll just put offline and online for unbeknown reasons. So we've got a signal here, a repeater. Probably a little bit too early, but it's appropriate due to the placement of the blocks that go upstairs, so it keeps the signal going, I guess you could say. So if I bring some cobblestone down here, not the best, so to speak, in terms of aesthetics, in the way that this thing looks, but it works for now. It's pretty much my own little thing. I did want to set this. Oh no, I need that. I've dug the room out a little bit for reasons I'll explain in a short while. I did want to control this so that it would be, with the flick of a switch, pistons would retract and the mobs would drown, simply leaving me with drops. Something suitable if I was going to go AFK for a considerable amount of time. However, I tried to... Oh, let me just readjust here, sorry. I tried to control the idea. I mean, thinking of it now, I should have gone into creative and tried to mess around a little bit more. Although I only tried it in survival, so I guess I could still try that idea. But for now, the way that I've got it set it up is purely, you know, just for the mobs. Pardon me, sorry. For the mobs, if I just take a step down here, to drop into here for the skeletons, and then I'll just go ahead and kill them with the sword. I mean, it's pretty much a waste of a sword, so I guess I can make stock of... I mean, I've got a wood. You know, wood is pretty much unlimited in Minecraft, wherever you go. Give or take a few thousand blocks, you know, if you get a very bad ocean biome, or, you know, you're very much likely to find at least one tree every, you know, they're unlimited basically. So that's not an issue, along with cobblestone as well. You're guaranteed to find that in most places, even in ocean biomes. You know, I'm using ocean biomes as a worst case scenario. So maybe if I make a stock of stone swords, cobblestone swords even, as opposed to my destroyer, well, that's what I've renamed it in the anvil, with Smite 4 on. So it does a fair bit of damage, although I feel as if I'm putting it to waste. And the other issue that I have, the reason that I didn't make this a 24 block drop so that you can simply use your fists on them, is design wise you have to put them in an elevator. Skeletons and zombies very much behave if you've got a elevator made of water and signs, they'll go up, and then whichever way the water's going, you know, down. Although you have to bring that all the way up to the surface and then all the way down. So this is a very much ongoing project. You know, this is something that needs to be worked on. Something, like I say, contraptions in creative, I think I'm going to work on pretty much, and see if I can make anything of this for the next episode. You know, it's not a guarantee, but I'll see if there's any good designs out there. I'm pretty much gonna leave it like this for now, though. So if I take a trip over to where was we before I discovered, well, before I did come over to this area. Oh yes, this stairs just up here. Could do a somewhat of a cut, but we're pretty much in there. So like I was saying, we started off in this area, and all we had was this originally, and then I would tower up to go into the overworld. However, it didn't look very aesthetic. You know, it wasn't very visually pleasing to look at. So we've done, well, we built the staircase, you know, down here, and I much prefer the look of half slabs going on the bottom of a birchwood log as opposed to covering it up. I think it gives a much more border feel. You get a much more feeling for the staircase. So have I got any? Let's make some cobblestone half slabs and see if I can't. No, it's still. Sorry, it's just I'm listening to the mob sounds. Let me see if I can find this here to see where the mobs actually are. I think I may struggle. I don't know if they're up or actually they could be on the surface. But there again, we're pretty low down, so yeah, it seems as if they're above ground. So I'll tell you what, disrupted again. However, we'll take a nap here since it's night and see if the mobs are truly above ground. And I may have to relight the area a little bit better, but we'll see what's going on. No, they're off in this direction. I'll tell you what, I think we'll leave that for now. I can't say I feel too enthusiastic about. I'll tell you what, I'll switch to peaceful and normal. And if they respawn, you definitely know it's a spawner. No, not yet. Okay, so we'll do. So, I mean, you won't see me do that very often in videos. However, you know, like I said, I don't feel too enthusiastic about chasing mobs around endlessly, so I'd much prefer to get rid of the sound of them drowning the game audio out, so that there's something, you know, you're not listening to them more than me. I mean, I edit the audio at minus 10 decimal battles anyway, just so that you can hear my voice, because the way that the audio plays in the game is through the speakers behind the microphone, and of course it picks it up very much. So yeah, we've got the staircase spiraling down, and one thing that I have come across is the fact that this room here, the enchanting room, has very much taken a big blow in this design because of the way that I've set this out. I wanted a 2 wide walk path made of birchwood half slabs, and I know I said that I only use it for border purposes. However, it's, you know, along with cobblestone beside it looks decent. So it's 4 wide, 6 including the final outline of the logs. So, you know, swinging this around was a very much, you know, because at the moment the cave is very small and still in its original self, and I haven't dug much out apart from little bits in there, which we'll get to one area in there specifically in just a moment. But you know, this area of the cave is very tiny, apart from the shaft mines down there, or, you know, whatever the original name I remembered the last episode of them were. But apart from that, there's not much here. So I think with time the build will expand in size. You know, when you first come down here, I never would have put something this size here, simply because it wouldn't have fit in. So I think to continue with the design ideas that I've got, you very much need to expand and start thinking of things to build and so on and so forth. So if we just take a walk in here, you can see this room was pretty much finished, and, you know, it was done and nice and set in the world. Although now with that, the walls open, bringing it one in would be too stressful. So what I've done is, if I take a walk, if we go into this area that I was just talking about, the new area under here, you come through, and then you very much got a walkway that's nice and segmented. That is going to be the anvil room. I thought I'd make a medieval feel, or a, you know, just very much stone bricks, cobblestone and lighting, and stone slabs. It creates a nice visual effect. These are 3 blocks, probably my 3 current most favourite things to build with, along with the redstone lamps. They add a nice general look, an artistic feel into the wall. So then we've got the redstone room, that is the wiring, or just simply redstone torches all the way around for the lights that are in that room. And then we've got the storage room, which I still need to finish off here. Of course, storage rooms pretty self-explanatory. We've got a roof design up there, again with the 3 most favourite blocks continuing to ever much show its effort in this build. And then this one is indeed, as the sign suggests, the enchanting room. So I've decided to relocate the enchanting room from the main area down here, and then very much bring it up there. So I think what I'll do is I'll tear down the walls off camera and all the stuff, just so that we can be left with an empty room for now, and then move everything up to the other one. I'm gonna have to use, I have a silk So that went to complete rubbish. Silk touch, and then we've got an efficiency 2 pick here. That's right. I was getting confused where my pick went. Then basically I had this one, Unbreaking 3, efficiency 4, and fortune 2, and I pretty much got loads of books here. A decent supply for now. So I'll use my efficiency 2 to rip down the room, and then of course my silk touch to pick up the bookshelves. So I'm just going to go ahead and tear out the exterior walls of this along with the bookshelves and everything else, and I'll be back in just a moment. So not the best of starts for views, but so yeah, this is pretty much what the room circumference was, you know, the total area size. I've just finished. Have I got any food? Not to get sidetracked. I'm pretty much generally starving here, as I use my last food source there. So this was the overall room layout, you know, the bookshelves, and you can tell the enchantment table would have been there, I believe. So, you know, upon digging this, I discovered that we just so happened to be on the back of a little water entrance, so to speak. So just to give that a little bit of boost in terms of light levels, so no mobs spawn there. But yeah, this is pretty much what it looks like now, rips out. I guess we could bring the staircase down through there and then across here instead of having it turn straight away. Although oh, mobs are back again. Are they anywhere? I mean, I really would like to know at this point where they are coming from. I have no idea. So yeah, we could bring the staircase across through here now and down, as opposed to leaving it there. But I think just for this moment, just while we've got this going on, I'll leave it up there and depart from this area, simply because of the zombie sound is actually absolutely even annoying me to the core. Although before we do depart, we've got 3. Let me just put some cobblestone in there. We've got 3 flesh, more flesh. Well, I'll be damned. I guess we're pretty much going to have to live on zombie flesh, and I'll have to take a trip up there in the morning to see if we've got any food resources. So, like I say, this is the enchanting room. I haven't started digging it out yet, and I think for resources' sake, have I got a chest anywhere here? Storage room, yes, very much. Ah, there might be some food in here. There is indeed. Beautiful. Any furnaces? No. So, get to work on, well, thinking about it now, there's furnaces right outside the door, so 6, 18, we'll go ahead and get that cooking. So where was I? Yeah, very much so. I think for resources sake, I'm going to use, what enchantment is it? Slips me. Silk touch. I'm going to, oh dear me, I'm going to very much silk touch the inside of this room, basically to get all the stone, because I'm going to be using stone bricks, you know, I want to be efficient, so on and so forth. So I'm going to dig out the basis of the enchantment room here, if I get rid of this sign, and carry on eating. Rotten flesh, you know, use this up pretty quickly, you know, because pretty much after the hunger runs out, it disappears. So I'm going to get to work on just building the basics of the inside, just so that I can get the books and everything set up, and then we'll go ahead and take it from there. So I'll see you in just a moment. So if we walk down here, turn the corner, of course this is the room, the enchanting room, very much so. The one problem that I am encountering is the fact that this wall here is the clear divider between the redstone room. You know, there's a 2 space gap here. I put this wall here so that if I ever dug through in the enchanting room for this exact purpose, I'd know exactly where the limit to the wall actually was. So this designs, well, this provides basically some design problems. You can pretty much go one out so that you can see the edge of the border here, and if I dig up just so that you can see the, is that the very much top of, yes it is. Okay, so this whole thing needs to go here, although basically you'll see, oops, I didn't mean to, I'll tell you what, we'll replace that with cobble. You'll see basically that this whole wall is very much netherrack, and I am full of junk. Cobble, iron, slabs, no one need those slabs. Cobble, blocks, just little things here and there that I won't particularly need right now, such as that, and even that chest is full, no one need that, and that. Just do some rearranging and gather the food here, which is just finished cooking. It's very nice. So yeah, this very much provides problems with regards to design. I mean, you know, with only a two block gap between the back of the redstone for the lights on that one particular side. I guess if we take a look at this room here, okay, so you walk in, you've got one, that's where it is, and then it steps out and it's one back, so it's a total of four, two forward on the second one. Well, makes sense in my head nevertheless. So we're not going for the same here, but I just wanted to get a feel of the room size there. So we can either move it back and have pretty much no access to this room at all, or have to build a different entrance, which I would much rather avoid, or we can dig to the side and have kind of a pathway, not such to this scale, you know, aesthetically, probably the most used word in this video, but yeah, we get there. Probably not to this scale, you know, in terms of logs and that, probably just mostly half slabs, and of course the three favourite blocks that I was talking about, that's very much made an appearance all around this area. So I think the best thing would be to have a path, possibly, maybe, I was thinking while I was digging this out, different rooms here and there. I mean, I guess while we're here we could turn some of this into stone bricks, because I'm not going to use stone in this design. So oh dear, so I'm not wasting any blocks there. So I guess digging to the side would very much be the only beneficial thing that we can think of for now. You know, there's no room plans that I have, or design plans for anything down here for now. I just blew it out with TNT for the time being. So I guess if I dig, the only thing, it's going to make a symmetrical difference to the way that this is designed, and that's something that's going to bug me somewhat. I mean, how, if we lay out, what have I got that I can just place down? Have we got any, oh, slabs for example? So one, if that's the entrance, I'll tell you what, we'll have to move that across straight away. One. So 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3. So that would be the outline, and it's not symmetrical as you can see. How about if we remove that, move it across 1, and then, I mean, purely just for, you know, because symmetry is very much something that I design with. So no, that wouldn't work because the table has to be there, so it'd be, oh yeah, because it's not 3 on the sorry, on the back. So that's something that's going to bug me because it's very much in view. So I think what I'll do for now is I'll, of course, bring this up, and then I'm going to go ahead and dig this out. Basically, probably just, let me just check what it is at the moment. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. So I'll take it to 7, 8, 9, 10. So just to check, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. So yeah, 10 across. So I'm going to dig this out to that length, or that width, and then I guess I'll sync back in when I've dug that out and update you. So again, coming through here and then turning left, this room pretty much opens up wide. So I mean, I had an idea of, if we bring this wall back basically and get rid of these, then we would be able to have some sort of window viewing into the room, since that, you know, you can't see it from the very front. And all that's going to be here is maybe chests and stuff full of stuff. I mean, this is very much something that I'm probably going to complete off camera and get to work on. But again, if we map it out, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 2, 3, and then the two beginnings, maybe one across, just so that there's two. This is all very much specifics where I want everything, just to make sure that everything matches up to where and what it's supposed to be. So no, it needs to be one wider. Yeah, one wider. So we'll dig this wall out here. So I think that may or may not be where I put all my stuff, you know, in terms of the bookshelves and the actual enchantment table itself. Although, like I say, symmetry is very important, so this wall pretty much does need to go with almost, you know, immediately. So imagine you're walking in, you turn left and the table's there. I think that's a good place for it to be, probably the only place that it really could be hidden away. Like I say, I might bring that wall back just a little bit more so that we can have a window in there. Because this bland look, you know, maybe I can get a border look going with some stone bricks and put the window in there. Although I haven't got room. Oh, I do indeed. That's absolutely perfect. So the enchantment table will go there, surrounded by bookshelves. Let me just check that actually works. Yes, there we go. Not sure why it wouldn't, but just to make sure, you never know with Minecraft. So let's get rid of this because it's bugging me for the sake of it. So yeah, you'd walk through here. You've got the enchantment table there, possibly a little path or a design going around the outside using the 3 blocks. Cover this wall up completely. Maybe just block it with stone bricks or stone, or, you know, I'd say I wouldn't use stone, but we'll see what works out the best. So I guess this is the basics for now of what I want, you know, in terms of design. Maybe have I got grass blocks anyway? I just want to test something out. I mean, I've got soaked up, so again, grass blocks wouldn't absolutely be a problem. Come on, surely I've got 2 or 3. Oh dear, I've seen them somewhere. Maybe they're back where I already was. I know I've got 2 or 3. I've definitely seen them somewhere. There we are, 2. Okay, so if I was to put 2 blocks in there, what difference would that make? Does it make a difference? I'm not sure. Walking down, la-di-da. Well, you can see a bit of green, to say the least. Maybe I'll put water in there. I don't know, I guess I'll leave it like that and see. You know, I'll get back to you on that for next episode and see what I've come up with to basically fill in the outsides. Because I very much had the idea that this walkway would be in mid-air, and when you look over the outside, all you seen was a big bottom floor. But I guess for that, again, you need to dig out a considerable amount of flooring. So this, I think, pretty much will do for this episode. I don't want to overload you with stuff and talking and so on. I mean, there's quite a few cuts to be made, but there's around 40, just under, well, 43 and a half minutes in terms of audio recording. So I guess this episode's going to take a bit of fair editing. You know, I've been on here for almost an hour recording, and hopefully I've achieved at least half an hour's footage with all the cuts. But there was a few other things that I wanted to talk about, you know, like I said at the beginning of the video, there was a few topics. However, nothing too important that can't wait for either another video. And that, before I go, will be very much what I would ask you to comment about. I mean, firstly, I'd like to say thank you to each and every single one of you that's recently subscribing to my videos, watching them, and, you know, generating views, you know, likes and shedding, you know, because on Twitter I've had a couple of connections with people that have liked my video, and of course when the YouTuber's account is a link to Twitter, it will go on there. So thank you to both. There's 2 people at the moment, you know, that have put videos, well, that I've had, that have liked one of my videos, so thank you to you both individually. Usernames I'm unsure of, I forgot to write them down, but thanks to each and every one of you that are subscribing and coming in, and hopefully this very much will be, you know, this series both will be, and all you new subscribers will be part of something that hopefully I'll never have to look back on, you know, because hopefully this is going to be the start of something that I've always wanted for this channel in terms of viewership and interaction with an audience. You know, we're bringing viewers in, so thank you for making that happen and making my dream somewhat become a reality, and getting all of you in and very much being a part of my, well, our, so to speak, you know, don't want to be selfish, but our thing that we've got going on in terms of videos and content, and it's very much working out, so thank you for that. And, you know, I don't want to blabber too much and leave a speech. I should be at the Oscars at this rate, but something I would like you to talk, well, to post a comment about is whether Minecraft is the only content that you want to see, or there are other games. I mean, in terms of purchasing games, it's pretty much not doable at the moment. You know, I don't have a job at the moment, you know, so buying games is very much off the agenda. Although I was looking into F1 2010, Amazon are selling that used for around £1 something, along with a £2 delivery charge. So I guess, I mean, I could spare £3. You know, I'm not living off pennies. Well, not yet at least, anyway. But maybe F1 2010, F1 2012 is pretty much 15 quid, which is completely off the scale. I'm sorry, but I'm not spending that much on a game that I don't know whether it's going to generate views or not. And I mean, recording Xbox gameplays, a completely new ball game, live commentaries. I'm going to have to go through the whole thing of getting used to setting up and what the settings are and so on and so forth. And I've heard recording live commentaries with Xbox messes up a few things here and there, but you know, so if you want to see F1 2010, then post a comment. If you want other videos I was thinking was Theme Hospital. That's very much a game that I used to enjoy when I was a kid. Do Generic B has just started a let's play of a game where you build Prison Architect is the name, although that's $34 or something, and that's completely, I mean, if £15 is out of the question, then $34 converted is probably $25 to $29. So, well, 25 to £29, sorry, and that's completely out of the question again. But I mean, something small, free maybe, something that Mojang are making. I don't know, there's only 2 other games, recommendations at least. So I mean, with that in mind, if you could like the video, of course, subscribe if you haven't, if you want to see the series continue and grow on and so on and so forth. Maybe you'll be one of the lucky people to say I was there when this video only got 40 views, and you know, maybe in the future this will have 50,000 views or 15,000 or something above what it currently has. So, you know, very much expectations of growth for this series and channel wise. So I just want to bring more content in to bring more viewers in. So apart from that, guys, I think I'm going to leave it there, because this episode's, I've got stuff to do, you know, outside of editing the video. So hopefully this will go out on time, you know, being, if I tab out, Tuesday the 12th of January, it's currently 11:56 in the morning. hopefully it'll go up at 5 o'clock GMT as per usual. Although, you know, there's still a bit to do here, but, you know, like I say, I've got stuff to do personally and so on and so forth. So hopefully you enjoyed this episode. Like I say, if you do, leave a like, subscribe, etc, etc, show your support, and I'm going to pretty much go and do what I need to do and then come back on and see to the things that need continuing working on. But that's it for today, guys, so thank you for watching, and enjoy the rest of your day.